In today's video, I want to show you what I would do if I had to start Pinterest all over again. Now, my main focus today is going to be on using a paid tool, but I'm going to show you really quick what I would do if I did not have a paid tool. I did not have the budget. What would I do? What most people do if they don't have a budget is they just kind of start with Pinterest in general. The first thing I would do is create, let's just say, for the sake of today's video, you're trying to create a side hustle. You want to create a Pinterest account, a blog and a Pinterest account that gives you opportunities to make money. Affiliate marketing, ad revenue, sponsorships, digital products, print on demand. Let's pretend you don't already have a niche that you're building towards. So you're starting Pinterest all over again with the pure idea to build it as some sort of a side hustle, okay? What you first need to understand is that Pinterest is a visual engine. People come to Pinterest for ideas and inspiration. If you hear nothing else I just said, nothing else I say today, please hear that. People come to Pinterest for ideas and inspiration. They're not here really to just read a blog. They're more like, ooh, what could I decorate my centerpiece table for Easter? Is there a DIY centerpiece I could make? How do I put pressed flower designs on my windows? How do I build a cottagecore living room? What's the best boho outfit that I could put together for the winter? This is how people think. They're coming here for recipes. They're coming for craft ideas. They're coming for DIY things. They're coming for home decor ideas. That is the majority of Pinterest. They're throwing their mom a 50th birthday party and they want to come look at 50th birthday cakes. They want to build a fairy garden, right? All of these types of things are what people are mostly doing on Pinterest. Now, there is a big section for people like mom blogs and things where there is a lot of informational help given as well in that visual engine. But if you understand that most people are coming to Pinterest for interest and ideas, for inspiration and ideas, you'll be much better off. So let's pretend you want to start off a website with that in mind, and maybe you're going to build a little lifestyle website, but maybe you're going to be really specific. So let's just say you're going to do home decor. So you would come up here and do home decor. Home decor is one of the top money-making blogs niches for Pinterest. So let's just say you're going to do home decor. Well, if you take a look, underneath here, you're going to see all kinds of suggestions related to home decor. You've got filters here where you can look at ones that are better with video. You can look at boards related to home decor. So let me give you an example. Let's click on boards related to home decor and click apply. Okay. You can see all the boards, the most popular boards and what people have built related to home decor. Now that doesn't get you very far without going and diving into each one of those boards, right? So let's just stick with all pins to begin with. You're not using any paid tools. This is what you're doing. So you come under here, you literally could just now start creating a spreadsheet with all of these items on it. So it would look something like this. Let's just open a spreadsheet really quick. And you're going to put in these types of things. Home decor 2025. Home decor 2025. Then you're going to take the next one and you're going to do DIY home decor. Right? So these are like your super, so 70s home decor, 90s home decor. Okay, you could do something like that. You also could open ChatGPT, start a new blog. Let's just say you're using I'm still focusing on free, so let's pretend you have the free version, whatever. You're going to come in here and say, give me a list. Whoops. I need a list of the top categories for home decor. So we're just being really general now. Give us the top categories of home decor. So ChatGPT would say, here's what's really popular. Interior design styles. So think about modern home decor, boho home decor, farmhouse home decor, minimalist home decor, industrial home decor, Scandinavian. These are, by the way, this is good. This is great. Room specific. Then you have living room home decor, bedroom home decor, kitchen home decor, bathroom home decor, dining room home decor, home office home decor, entryway. Then you have seasonal home decor. Then you have DIY. So let's just say you have 10, you've got a WordPress blog and you create 10 categories. Okay. Your whole WordPress blog, let's just say, pretend is home decor. So underneath that, you have one blog category called interior design styles. Then you have a second category called rooms, home, well, it could just be called room specific home decor by room, how to decorate rooms, I don't know. Third one is seasonal and holiday decor. Fourth one, okay, so now you're starting with 10 categories. Each of those 10 things should also be a board on Pinterest, right? Now, in a minute, I'm going to bring in paid tools that are going to make this so much easier. But each one of those would be a board on Pinterest. So a board looks like this. Let me show you my boards. Okay, so these are boards. So Southern home, travel, spring vibes, dinner recipes. I just made that this morning. That's why there's no cover on it yet. Birthday cakes. Bedroom ideas, cottagecore aesthetic. So as you can see, each one of these boards is basically a category on your blog. Now you can start with broad boards and then go all the way down to tiny boards. So for example, I have a board called outfits or outfit ideas, but then I also have a board called winter outfits. I have a board called boho outfits. So over time, not all at once, over time, you will start building out all of these little sub niches, subcategories, if you will. Okay. So this would be how I would start doing it. I would create the list. I'd put these all like on a spreadsheet. You could, right now I could say, put these all in a table and put them on, you could put them on your spreadsheet, however you want to do this. Then I would start creating articles within those little subcategories. But let me show you a way to bring in a paid tool that stops the guesswork, because it actually tells us what people are searching for and the popularity, the search volume of that particular keyword. It's a great way to know how to get started. So if you're doing this, you don't know which of these is the most popular. You don't know necessarily where to start. So you're just kind of guessing. You're going to say, okay, let's just say every week I want to make sure I'm covering one topic from each one of these sections. So I would tell ChatGPT that every week I want to create at least one blog from each section. The way I see it, that would be 10 blog posts per week, right? Because didn't they give us 10? Yeah. So then I would say, give me a content calendar that mentions each category. Let's do 30 days. Okay, so I'm just kind of giving you the rough draft of what this would look like if I don't have any paid tools. So you've kind of got the general bucket you're going to go within. And now you're saying, I'm going to blog every day because I'm going to use AI tools. But I want to make sure I'm tackling each one of those strategically. So here you go. Week 1, interior design styles, how to achieve a cozy Scandinavian look. Then you're to do room specific, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now you could lay this out for a year's worth of content if you want to. But the challenge is what we don't know is like this one, thrift store hacks. How many people are searching it? Spring decor. How many people are searching it? Small bedroom. Are we starting with the right top level? But this is also good. I mean, this is not bad. What I've just laid out here really super fast on the fly is actually really good. ChatGPT is so smart, it really understands how people are searching, right? So this would be the free version. This is what I would be going after, kind of. Now, let's go look, though, at paid versions of what this might look like. So we're going to go over here to PinClicks. PinClicks is a paid tool that was created by Tony Hill. Tony Hill was a big SEO guy, search engine optimization, ranking on Google. And he's basically taking the same concepts that he learned on Google and is applying that research to Pinterest. Now, I want you to keep in mind, though, that Pinterest is not, it is a search engine because people can come over here and type in like what's coming up right now. There's a holiday coming up, St. Patrick's Day. So let me just type in St. Patrick's Day. Let's see how people are searching. Let's do St. Patrick's Day party ideas. Okay. So look what comes up. Whoops, I'm on, let's go to all pins. St. Patrick's Day party ideas. Okay. Now you've got all of these St. Patrick's Day things. Now underneath here, you've got St. Patrick's kids snacks, St. Patrick's Day work ideas for kids, kids activities for seniors, preschool, toddlers. So you can go all the way down. But this is how people search, right? Maybe they do St. Patrick's Day recipes. Then it'll change to recipes. But here's what happens. As that person starts engaging with the platform, they wind up on a feed that is custom to them. So they start off a lot of times up here with a specific search. They're going to go to wedding dress ideas, right? And they're going to look at all of these and they're going to go, ooh, I really like this crochet dress. And they're going to click on it. Well, what's going to happen is Pinterest is going to remember that click. Then underneath, look what just happened. A whole new set of pins appears. Notice everything is crocheted. So related to this pin, it becomes a whole nother set of pins. Now they come back up here and they go wedding flower ideas. And now you start, the algorithm starts to go, okay, this person's getting married, or this person's got a child that's getting married or something. And or their wedding planner. They want to look at wedding stuff. So now the next time that person logs in, they no longer have to go to the search bar and search anything. Everything in their feed becomes wedding related. Okay. So keep that in mind, that search volume is very important on the onset, but later things are going to change a little bit. And their For You page becomes everything. So when I'm first building a Pinterest account, I'm thinking of two things. How do I satisfy search intent? And then it's going to become, how do I satisfy social intent? Like, what is related? What kind of blogs can I build that are related to the top blogs I've already created that are generating traffic so I can show up more on this person's feed? But we'll get into that later. So we're going to start with search volume only. Okay, so we're in pin clicks. Now over here, I love this. This is brand new. This Keyword Explorer just rolled out. What it allows us to do is it allows us to look at keywords that people are searching based on the category or subcategory. Okay, so let's just pretend you're going to go into, let's pick event planning. This is a big niche I'm really dabbling a lot in right now. So let's click on event planning and look at what happens. Now our feed just completely changed. And it's now showing us the search volume, highest to lowest, for particular keywords. So it's saying the number one search term related to event planning is Christmas. Now let's just stay with the English. The next one is birthday. The next one is Happy New Year, gift ideas, vision board. Okay, we already got Christmas, so let's keep going. Dinner party, gifts for boyfriend, Valentine's gift for boyfriend, Christmas cookies. We got a lot with Christmas, as you can see, vision board photos, graduation party ideas. So if I were starting a category or a website that's all about event planning, I would start with this top keyword first, okay? So go over to your spreadsheet and let's pretend we're starting over. We're going to create a row called category or board, and the very first one is Christmas, okay? So a broad board called Christmas, right? What would that look like? Let's go to Christmas. Let's go to boards and look at other people's boards real quick. I'm going to click on filters. We're already in pins. Let's go to boards and get an idea. So as you can see, these are all users that have created boards just called Christmas. So this one here has 14.9 thousand pins related to Christmas. So let's click it so you can get an idea of what's inside of it. How to make a bow, upcycled Christmas card crafts, repurposed Christmas crafts, Christmas garland, rustic mason jar, yada, 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 yada. Okay, you get it. That is a broad category, a broad board, as big as it goes, Christmas, top level. Okay, so you would want to have a board called Christmas. Now, if you wanted to, you could just start building out the entire Christmas niche. Now let's just pretend you're saying, I'm going to do this so that when Christmas rolls around, I have the top, as many pins as I possibly can for Christmas. So you're kind of going to be building all year without really working towards monetization, because you're not going to get as many Christmas clicks in January, February, March as you will later. So you might say, hold on one second. I forgot to open my garage. Let me just open this. So what you might say is, I'm going to do Christmas, but I also want to see what the next category is. So birthday. Okay. Now, birthday's one you could start building all year, because people are going to have birthdays all year. So you could just start out with the birthday niche and build it all the way down. Or you can go ahead and lay out your top sets and build within there. So what's after birthday? Happy New Year. So you would write that down. What's after that? Gift ideas. So maybe you're going to start with 10. Okay, maybe you lay them all out just so you've got them all on your spreadsheet right now. But if you've got this tool, you can just come back to it. So Happy New Year, gift ideas, Christmas tree, dinner party. Ooh, there's another good one. Dinner party. Okay, now let's drill down from here. Let's pretend we have our top ones. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20. Those are going to be our broad event planning boards. Broad. We start there. Then we can drill down and start getting more into the subcategories and more into the niches. So what we have here is, let's go with birthday. Okay. If I click on birthday, it's then going to give us a bunch of related interests, related searches that could go within that section. Okay. So let's do birthday. Now pretend, I'm going to open another sheet down here. This is the way I would do it. And I'm going to rename this. I'm just using Google Sheets. I'm going to rename this birthday. So now we have a new category, right? This is our broad one, and this is our birthday board. Now we're going to do the categories or boards, subcategories under birthday. So they would be subcategories, or they would be new boards and new boards. So subcategories on our website, new boards on the Pinterest account. Okay. Then I'm just going to freeze that so that that's not moving. Subcategories and boards. Okay, great. What do we have? Birthday decoration ideas. Write it down. Birthday decoration ideas. What's the next one? Birthday photo shoot ideas. Birthday photo shoot ideas. Okay. You're getting the idea here. Then you write these all down. Now, what I would do next is I would go over to ChatGPT, and I would probably, actually, I think he had an export, maybe not on this page. There was an export on the one before that. So underneath, after I did all of these, birthday aesthetic, birthday inspiration, underneath that, we have 18th birthday party ideas. Ooh, I love these. 18th. Let me see if I'm going to pull in a little, oh, I can just copy that. Duh. Copy. This is brand new, so I'm still playing with this too. Let me see if it puts it in a spreadsheet properly. Yes. Thank you, Tony. Awesome. Okay, there we go. So we were able to put it in here. So if I were to start, now you can also take these ones underneath it, bestie cake, happy birthday emoji, happy birthday printable. If you wanted to play around with any of that, you could as well. So the next thing that I would do is I would go over to ChatGPT, and I would start with the first one. Okay. I'm going to start a new blog, and the blog post, birthday decoration ideas. Give me a blog post idea for. Now you could have a bunch of different blog post ideas related to birthday decorations, DIY birthday decorations, 18th birthday decorations, theme party, boho birthday decorations. Okay, so don't think that you only need one blog post for that category. As a matter of fact, let's see what it does. Give me 10 ideas for blog posts related to birthday decoration ideas. So if you think about it, you have a board called event planning. In that board, you have a board called birthday. I'm sorry, not in that board. You spin off to a board called birthday, but on your website, it's a subcategory. Then underneath birthday, you have a subcategory called birthday decoration ideas. This becomes its own board on Pinterest. Birthday decoration ideas becomes its own board. Then each of these are their own posts. So 15 creative birthday decoration ideas for every celebration style. DIY birthday decorations, easy and affordable ideas to try at home. How to create a Pinterest-worthy birthday party setup. The ultimate birthday balloon decoration guide. You see how different they are? They're all different topics. And this could be 20, 30, 50. So that's how I always say, is this new board worthy? Is it worthy of spinning off a new board? Well, yes, it is, because there's so many ideas you can create within that little board. But when I was first getting started, the very first thing I would do is the top level, okay? So what was the top level? Go back here. The top level is birthday. Top level. Go back to ChatGPT. Tell me about the birthday niche on Pinterest. Now what it's going to do is it's going to tell you, as you can see now, it's going to give you a list of subcategories. It's going to summarize it. It's going to tell me the best tone of voice. Now, what I would do is I would come over here and I would put this chat in my project for this website. This website's called Ballen Blogger. So I'm going to add to project Ballen Blogger. That's the website it's on. Then I'm going to rename that chat birthday. And now I've kind of got this little niche started. Okay. Now I can even feed ChatGPT these. Watch this. So go back to ChatGPT. According to my keyword tool, these are the top sub niches. So I want to cover these categories as much as possible, or topics, whatever. Okay. So now I've kind of got a starting point. I can keep coming back to this ChatGPT. It's saved for me. It knows what I'm doing. I'm right there. I've laid it out. So in the very beginning, I'm going to have what? A Christmas board, a birthday board, a Happy New Year board, a gift ideas board, and a dinner party. So I'm going to start with those broad boards to begin with. And my goal is to get about 30 pins on each of these boards before I start niching down. Okay, so we're working on birthday. You can see here, it's kind of recapping. I'm going to say, give me a list of one blog per week. Okay, let's just say a year's worth of, all right, depending on how often you blog is going to determine. Let's just say I have 10 main event planning boards and I want to get 30 pins on those boards as quickly as possible. Assume each of my blog posts will have 7 pinnable images. I'll show you what I mean by that. How long would it take me to get 30 pins on each board? I'm just doing this quick math so we can kind of get an idea of how long before we would drill down to those little sub boards if we went about it this way. Okay, total pins needed, 10 boards, 30 pins, 300 pins. Each post has 7 pinnable images, 300 pins. Okay, so it's giving us, if you do 10 blogs per week, which is so easy to do with AI, by the way, I average two new blog posts per day. So I'm doing, and I actually blog every day. So 7, I'm doing 14, let's just say 15 a week is probably my average with AI tools. So here, it's gonna take you 10 blogs per week. All right, 1 month. Wow, really? It would only take you 1 month to get 30 pins on 10 boards if you're blogging, if you're doing like 2 per day, Monday through Friday, right? And I'll show you how easy it is in a second. So it kind of gives you some math. So let's just say we're going to do 10 per week. So now give me a content calendar to create 10 per week, making sure we cover each board. Well, so we have 10, so that's 2 blog posts per board category. All right. So now it's going to kind of give you this quick little summary of what blog post to create so that at the end of the month, you have 10 boards with 30 pins, and then you can start spinning off into the little sub boards if you want to. So here we go, 10 stunning DIY birthday table setups. Now, I'm not going to get into it today, but what you need to know is these little blog posts here, later, we're going to create new images for those that'll spin off to your little sub boards. So you will not have to create all new articles for those the little subcategory boards. At first, you can re-spin off images from a previous one. And I'll show you really quick how I do that with a prompt, okay? So let's just say you're going to do this one. So you've got your little content calendar. You can go paste this over to spreadsheet. You're good to go. You know exactly what to create, when to create, and how to create it. No guesswork, based on proven search analytics, at least on a broad standpoint. Okay, we did broad and then we drilled down on that particular niche. So this is great. Now, we would have done this though for birthday. We would have done this for Christmas. We would have fed those all to ChatGPT. Right now, it thinks we're just doing the birthday niche. But if we had laid out our spreadsheets, we would have fed it all in here, and it would have seen the Christmas board, the New Year board, the gift ideas board, the birthday board, whatever, and then it would break it all up per category. But let's just pretend we're doing this one, 10 stunning DIY birthday table setups. This is what I would do. I would say, what tone of voice is best for the user that would be reading my articles? Okay, so make sure your niche, your birthday niche now knows the best tone of voice. And this is great. Look, your readers are likely party planners, DIY enthusiasts, parents, influencers, and Pinterest lovers looking for creative, aesthetic, and trendy birthday ideas. They want quick visual and actionable inspiration. Your ideal tone is excited, trendy, approachable, friendly, actionable, and clear. So here's an example of your blog opening. Looking to throw a birthday bash that's an Instagram worthy as possible? Whether you're planning a dreamy pastel picnic or a bold and glam 18th birthday party, I've got you covered. Yada, yada, okay? Then it's saying words and phrases that work well. Words to avoid. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now, I'm going to say, let's write this. 10 stunning DIY birthday table setups. Now, I put in a little thing here that says don't use Canvas. I do not like Canvas that's rolled out by ChatGPT. So let's see if it'll do it without opening Canvas. You use whatever you want. That's just something I always put in there. Oh, it's still answering it in Canvas. Try again. Do not use Canvas. It's funny because it says exit, but then it exit and doesn't do anything. So I get stuck. Okay, here we go. So, there we go. 1, elegant balloon arch centerpiece. Now, I do have a little training in my ChatGPT, so it kind of knows how to create the article that I like. So, for example, I have trained ChatGPT to always number the list, to always give me a little intro, and then a specific how to create it. And I want it to summarize it with a little picture this section. So this is just kind of my format. Why it's putting in emojis, I don't know. And I would probably have this rewrite it without the emojis. One here or there is not so bad, but I'm not really creating a lot of blogs with emojis. Okay, but you get the idea. So here's what I would do. I would go over to my website and I'm going to go to create a new post. So just go up to new and I'm going to create new post. Then I'm going to paste this whole thing in here. Now, if it stops, sometimes it'll stop after number 5 and it'll say, do you want me to continue? Or it'll stop at number 5 and it'll say, I'm going to give you number 6 through 10, and then it doesn't. If that happens, specifically tell it, do not rewrite the blog. Just give me number 6 through number 10, and then it will finish the blog. And then all you have to do is copy the first part over to your blog and then the second part. I don't know why sometimes it does that. Today we're getting a beautiful completed blog, but that doesn't usually happen. So what I would do next is I would take this whole thing, I would highlight it starting at the top, Go all the way down to the bottom. Now, that would finish. I would let it finish, but just for the sake of today, I'm just going to stop this now. We're going to go to right here. Okay, fine. And then come over to the blog, click right where the title is, and click paste. That's your article. Now, all you need to do is get your images that are going to be pin-worthy images. So an article that actually has 10 items on it, I actually want to do this blog because it's good. An article that has 10 items on it is going to give you a total of 11 pins because you're going to have 10 sections and then you're going to have a Pinterest pin. You're also going to have a blog, featured blog photo, but we're not going to pin that one. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Now what I do, I have a prompt, and this prompt is for sale in my prompt store, and it's called sections. So I come up here to Harpa, I open Harpa, I'm going to put that little slash, that's going to open all of my commands or prompts, and I have one called sections. Now watch what it does. It's going to create an image prompt for each one of the sections on this blog. That's going to allow me then to go batch upload this to my AI image creator to get all my images created at once. Okay. So take an example. This first one is elegant balloon arch centerpiece. Feminine table setting with an elegant balloon arch in pink and gold featuring twinkling fairy lights, a decorated dessert table, and lush faux greenery. Text overlay, birthday table setup, elegant balloon arch centerpiece. So I have trained this prompt to include the keywords and to include the title from each section. Okay. Once this is done, I have a little spreadsheet that I have saved. It's over here in my folders. And the first time you use Ideogram, it's going to give you a template that looks like this. It's going to be blank except for the head columns up here. Okay. So this is going to be where our prompt is going to go. We're going to paste from that thing over there. Visibility, I always make it private. Aspect ratio, that's the size and the dimensions of your image. Well, we're going to create a 9:16 because that's a Pinterest image style. Magic prompt, I'm going to put on. That gives Ideogram the ability to flex, to elaborate, to create, build onto the prompt. You can leave that off if you want. I leave mine on. So then all we got to do is go back to our post, and I'm just going to copy these right here, and I'm going to paste in that first section. You see that? Then underneath here, it's also giving me a Pinterest pin, which I'm going to paste here. And it's giving me a featured blog photo, which I am going to take here and I'm going to paste here. Then all I have to do is take this private 9:16 on. I'm going to do a quick copy, paste all the way down, and it'll paste it all the way down for you. It's required to be in every row. Now that last one is a featured blog photo. So I changed the size to 16:9 so that it's horizontal, more traditional than it is the other way, than vertical. Okay. Now, file, download, CSV. What is this one called? Birthday. I can't even remember what our blog was. It was birthday party ideas, I think it was. So I'm going to save this as birthday party ideas. All the links to the software is in the description below, as well as my coaching program and my prompt store. We're going to go over here to creations. You can take a look. These are a bunch of my finished blog posts. Look, I did cakes this morning. Okay. So right here, we're going to go to batch, and we're going to go to, there's your download template. So the first time you ever do this, you can just download the template right there. I'm going to go to upload spreadsheet, birthday party ideas, open, start batch generation. Now, walk away for 5 minutes. Either start a new blog post, or go work on your categories and subcategories, or go create your board for Pinterest, whatever it is. When you come back, your images will be done. I seriously think it's only about 5 minutes. I mean, they're popping up so fast. Okay. Now, while that's populating, what I usually do is I come over here and I get my excerpt ready. So there's a couple things I need to do before I publish in that side category. One of them is going to be just to create a little excerpt or a meta description. Now, I could have Harpa create it. I could just paste that first section there. What that does is it kind of creates this little preview of what people would want to know about this blog to click on it. That's going to show up. It could show up on Google searches. It could show up on your blog archive pages, but that's very important. I always do that. Then underneath here, I always shorten my link. So it says 10 stunning. One, this could turn into 20, 30, 50. So I don't want a number in there. Okay, but I might want, oh, that's what it was, birthday tables. DIY birthday table setups. I'm going to change setups to ideas because I think that's a better search term personally. Okay, there we go. So I've done that. Now what category is going to go in? Remember what we said. You should have a category called event planning unless your entire website is about event planning. So here, if you go down to mine's under lifestyle, and then I have event planning. Then under event planning, you should have birthdays. You see how that's going to work? So in my case, my whole website is a lifestyle blog, but I do have this kind of lifestyle niche category. Underneath that is event planning. Underneath that is birthdays. I want this to go under birthdays. Now you could also tag this, centerpiece ideas, table decor, tablescaping ideas. So these would be kind of like other related categories that aren't specifically related to birthday that you would still want this to come up under. Okay. So I do all of that. Now our images should be ready to go. So I go back over here. Look, it is. Sure enough. Was that even 5 minutes? We're going to go to creations and go take a look at what it created for us. There's our featured blog image. Look at this. There's our pin. So good. There's each of our images related to that section. So from this one blog post, we are getting 11 Pinterest-worthy pins with text overlays. So what I would do for each prompt, it gave us 4 options. So I'm not going to save all 4 of these. Now you can and spin them out. I'm going to save one. Which one's jumping out at me? Right, this one probably, or this one. I'm going to look and make sure the text is right because sometimes it'll get text wrong. It's AI, by the way. It's no perfection. So I'm going to download this and I'm going to save it as a JPEG so that it'll be a smaller size on my blog. And I'm going to save this as birthday table 1. Then you're going to go up to the next one, find which one you like, right click on those 3 dots, download birthday table 2. Okay. It's going to take you just a few minutes to go all the way up to the top. I like the ones that have the text overlay because they're more SEO focused. Birthday table 3. Once you go through all of those, after you save each one, what I like to do is I actually open my blog in a new tab. So I'm going to right click, open in a new tab, and I'm going to go to new media, and I'm going to upload all the images at once. It's a time saver. Go to select files. I'm going to select all of this and I'm going to click open. Now listen, I know this looks like a ton of steps, but I promise you this is a quick, actually effective way to get a Pinterest inspired blog created that gives you the opportunity to create the most pinnable images from one article. Now, what we know is that Pinterest favors new blog posts rather than old images. So for example, this blog post is going to give us 11 pins from the same URL. We know Pinterest prefers new URLs, but every day following this format, we are creating 1 to 2 new URLs in addition to scheduling out pins. They're going to keep the life going and traffic going to that blog. They're new ideas. Each section is its own idea. Now, some people will say, post all of these pins at one time to a board. Other people like me will say, spread them out so that you don't trip a spam filter. I think if you have a new account and it's not very established, you don't want to go pinning 11 images to the same URL at the same time, because it could. Now, nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody really knows. Does that get you in trouble? So if you want to test it and post these all to your birthday ideas board, your birthday board at the same time, try it. That's your call. The last year, what I've spent doing is building it out where each time I make one of these posts, I schedule it out over 11 weeks. So the first pin will go today, the next one will go next week, then next week, then next week. And I like that little flow and how it's working for me. And then I know I'm always driving traffic back to that original blog. It's not going to get left behind. I kind of like this format, but you do you as far as that goes. So once this is uploaded, all of the images, then you just got to go put them in. Now I am working on some automation flows that I think is going to wind up doing all these steps for us. And our only big job is going to be the research on the front end. And I've got an automation flow that'll do it, but it's not perfect. So until I get the kinks out of it, I don't want to promote it. Because I need to get it just perfectly right first. But I think pretty soon this is all going to be, we're going to be able to automate this with the ChatGPT operator or the make formulas, something like that. So what you would do is just now go down and put all of these in here. Okay. Then once that's done, so I went ahead and inserted all the images. Then we just got to do the featured image, which is this one right here. And we're going to click set featured image. Now in the description below, you're going to see I added my WordPress plugin, alt text AI. What that does is it automatically adds an alt text description for each photo that is going to be used in a minute when I share these all to Pinterest. You also can change that to have like ChatGPT parameters where it will create more of an article description or something if you want. Anyway, that's the way I'm using it right now. So I've completed the whole thing. This is so valuable to a Pinterest user, in my opinion. And I'm going to click publish. Now later, when somebody starts visiting this blog, what I might do is add some places for them to buy some of these items. I might put some Amazon links in there where they can buy those glow-in-the-dark cups, or I might put in a little how-to, you know, for this vintage setup, or maybe I spin this off into its own blog article, how to create a birthday vintage tea party. It has all kinds of growth potential, but it's done now. Okay, I've done what I need to do. Now I just need to get the pins out there. So what I do, look how great that pin is. It's so good. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click my little Tailwind scheduler. I put a link in the description to Tailwind. So Tailwind is not free, and it's probably one of the more expensive items that you will buy for Pinterest. A lot of people don't use it. Don't worry about it if you don't want to. For me, it's a no-brainer because it does all my scheduling for me. I don't have to sit and worry about putting more things on a spreadsheet or uploading. I need to get the right account here is all. Let me do that real quick and then we'll do it one more time. There we go. Okay. So the first time you click it's not grabbing my images. Hold on. What is it doing? I've never seen it do that before. Let me do a reload on it here. Okay, hold on. You know what? They must be doing some kind of upgrade because this was having issues this morning as well on another blog. All right, well, we can still get the job done. Normally, you would not see all these little check marks there. I don't know. It's pulling up. Oh, it's the emojis. It's not a Tailwind issue. It's a me issue. My blog put emojis in there, and so it thinks those are all images. Just ignore them. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here just on the images we want to pin. Okay, if your blog does not have emojis, this will be much easier because only your pins will show. So as you click on them, you are selecting these are the ones we want to pin. Looks like that vintage one is in there twice. So how many did we get? 10. I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not going to overthink it. I just might not have highlighted it or didn't pull it in for some reason because I should have 11 pins. But I'm just going to go with it for now. If you don't get all 11, you can just do a refresh and it'll pull them in on the next one. Oh, there it is. It's because I didn't. Oh, I must have the same image in my blog twice. I didn't even realize that. Like that vintage party, I'm probably missing one other one. Anyway, that's okay. I'm just going to leave the extra one off. I'm going to click Go Schedule. Now, here's the magic of this tool is that now, if I wanted to, I could just post all these pins at one time to a board. I could pin all these pins to multiple boards. I could break them up and pin them to different boards, or I can schedule them out to go out however I want to. My first round of a brand new URL, I'm going to schedule this out 1 week apart each image so that then I have 10 or 11 weeks of pins going to this one blog. So add board to all. I'm going to add these all to my birthday board. Okay. Let's just go to birthday party ideas. But in your case, it would be a brand new board. We're going to call it birthday, right? Or you call it birthday party ideas, whatever. Then here you can see that the boards have been put in there. It's taking the same title from the article because these sections are part of a bigger picture article. So I'm leaving it that way. Some people will go in and change each of those 10 articles to make sure it's even more unique. The titles, that is up to you, okay? I could bring in Harpa, my Chrome extension, and say, give me 10 different versions of this title and change them all. It's up to you. Then here, it's putting this little alt description in the description of the pin. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it. You could change this. You could have Harpa create 10 meta descriptions for the blog and you post them all in there. It's up to you. Or you could just change this to, see where it says 10 stunning DIY party table ideas. You could just change it to a vintage tea party table, a birthday table, a boho picnic table without a bunch of description. I'm testing this. I cannot tell you which is best at this moment, but that's the way I'm doing it. And I like to at least have that description in there. So after this is all done, what I'm going to do is I take the pin for that blog and I pin that first. That one's going today. That's the main image, the main pin that kind of summarizes the whole idea. Each of these sections is a smaller idea. So I'm going to click the little clock and I'm going to schedule this one to go out next week. I could do AM or PM or change the time, whatever. Later, I can even shuffle these in the Pinterest scheduler and it doesn't have to be as exact to go out every week. Some of my coaching clients are so literal when I show them this, and you really don't have to be. I'm kind of just saying about a week apart, but I don't overthink the exactness of it. I just don't like the idea of them all being on top of each other where they could trip a spam filter. And again, I don't know if they even would. I don't know. I'm erring on the side of caution. And I also really like that it just keeps recirculating new ideas for that same blog post. So no blog left behind. It's going to get a lot of really good promotion for a few months, 2 to 3 months, and then I can decide where to go from there. Once everything is scheduled, I click schedule all and off it goes. So guys, for me, that process is about, I'm going to say 30 to 45 minutes per article. So I can get one of these blogs done within an hour for sure, maybe 2. And the more items in the list, the longer it's going to take you. So if you're a brand new beginner, you might only do 5. Start off with 5 tablescape ideas, 5 birthday party ideas, 5 birthday cake ideas, because you can always add to those later. Okay. So I started in the very beginning probably with more like 5 to 7 ideas. And now that I've got a good flow, it's been a year, I have an average of 20 pins going out a day. Now I'm doing more of the longer blog posts to get started with, and I can build on from there. I hope you found this very helpful. I'm Lori Ballen. I'd love to see you in coaching. Talk to you soon.